Today, I'm going to be brutally honest on why your Terekete doesn't sound good. Now, there's a couple of things you're probably doing that are holding you back, and we're going to go through all of them briefly. Now, before I get to any of that, there's a few links in the description you should check out. There's a Discord community where we kind of relax and have fun, we practice. And for those really wanting to level up, there's a school community link also below. Those are really for those that are trying to pay for classes and really accelerate to the next level. Now, let's get right to it on the things you may be doing that are holding your Terekete back. Terekete is one of the bowls that so many people express frustration with, and I'm going to clear all that up in this video. So let's have a look. All right, this is the first thing that I see a lot of people doing for not just Terekete, but for many bowls, is you're not focused while you're practicing. You're thinking about other things. You're, thinking about what you're going to have for lunch or for dinner, what you're going to do this weekend, things like that. Your mind isn't here. And the thing is that you really need to focus on how you're making contact with the instrument, exactly how your fingertips feel on the dia. You really need to bring yourself there, not in your mind, not anywhere else, right there with your hand making contact with the instrument. That'll help quite a bit. The other thing is that you're so excited to one day play Terekete fast that you're not thinking about how you're playing it now. Now, I would talk about enjoying the process and things like that, but I know all of you just want to play Terekete as fast as possible. But the more you think about the future of how well you're going to play, the slower your progress is going to be in the now. So just focus as much as you can on all aspects of Terekete, even the cut. Don't leave that out. I know everyone focuses a lot on the dia, but make sure that cut is nice and loud. Otherwise, your Terekete won't have that full dramatic effect that it could. That's the first thing. Let's take a look at the second thing. You're not practicing with enough weight. Now, this is something that, let me just zoom in really quickly. This is something that is a little bit difficult to do simply with tutorials, but it can be done still. Now, why do I mean it's difficult with just tutorials? You kind of need someone to give you feedback on if you're playing Terekete with enough weight. Now, how do I do this online? Usually when I'm listening to a student play Terekete, I don't just go off of what the mic is telling me. I like to listen to, is their Terekete reflecting in the room? The whole room should be kind of echoing back your Terekete. It should be that loud, especially if you're just starting out. The biggest issue I see with a lot of people is they maybe learn from tutorials and they see, okay, that's not going to help, because when you go really fast, it'll be, and that just sucks. Let's just be honest. I could say it needs improvement, but that's awful. You don't get the effect of Terekete at all. So instead, what you want to do is, now I do understand the audio is probably messed up right there because I played too loud, but that is why I said that in tutorials, it's a little bit difficult to understand the full effect of it. But the thing is that what I can demonstrate is as I go faster, my Terekete still has some weight. For example, so like that. It almost sounds like machine gun fire. That's kind of one way to look at it. So that's kind of what you want to go for. That's a very important aspect of Terekete. And there's one final thing that you're probably doing, which is, and this I see so much, and I've probably talked about this again and again. People play Terekete slow for a minute or 2 minutes, and then they play it fast, thinking that maybe I'll be proud of them. Maybe others in the group will think they're really good. And we just don't, because everyone experienced understands that muscle memory takes time. You can't really put an exact clock on it. For me, it was after around 5 years of playing. I was probably 13 at the time, maybe even more than 5 years of playing. That's when my Terekete really started to come out. And it was just a lot of practice. I didn't kind of push too hard with the speed. I stayed steady for a long time. Then one day I played fast and it just sounded right. So you can't really put a clock on when your Terekete is going to come out right because different people will develop at different times. So keep that in mind. Practice your Terekete slowly, get that muscle memory down, play with weight, and focus. And just watch how good your Terekete becomes. Thank you.